Test of fears, the test of faith, and the test of unity. Most people don't get past the first one.
Fears? You mean that cave? That monster thing with the tentacles on our heads?
What confirms that in the Phantasm Caves, those visions that we supposedly thought of were their fears. I feel that it is a very interesting concept for every character that we saw, Sora, Eren, Nia, and Lloyd, to have these fears be, proposals to who they are as characters and what is going on in this moment. So let's discuss the reasoning of the fears quickly. Sora is obviously her fear of Empress Beatrix and Lord Raz working together to find a way to take her down. Something that I would presume would be something that would be still stuck inside her after a year after the fight. Empress Beatrix is still around, so is Lord Raz. What if they came back together to come up with another conjured plan? That could be her biggest fear, but having now Lord Raz back, that could scare her even more. But mainly Empress Beatrix. Eren and his parents, not finding his parents, feeling like he abandoned them, makes total sense for his character overall. We saw it at the start of the season, we saw it at the end of last part, we saw it at the start of that part, end of that part again. It is Eren's character to feel like that. Lloyd and the whole thing with letting Master Wu down is something that we've seen multiple times before in Lloyd's character. He doesn't know if he can fit into this new role. He had done it prior to Hand of Time, but it is something like if you do step away from that, it starts to feel like being the Green Ninja, but to become this mentor and master to other students might be a bit harder. Nia's fear of Jay, not even remembering her, is quite interesting. I guess that would be something that would click into your head. He was definitely in the mech after the merge, while the rest of the ninja were on the bounty and they all got flung off. So I do get it. It does make sense that Jay might in plenty of alternate cases, I guess this would definitely be one of them. Jay obviously forgetting or getting amnesia would definitely be a first symptom and logic that would come to Nia's head. Currently, we do not know much about basically Kai, Wildfire, or Ryu's fear, but the main concept behind Wildfires is the wasting sickness. All we know about that is plenty of her dragons have had this back in the wilderness, and now Eagle is suffering from this, so maybe she even saw Heatwave maybe having the that sickness, the wasting sickness, and slowly departing. Kai's is, in my opinion, very obvious. He could have had the fear of being left out, the fear of losing more family members, losing the team that he loves the most. Skylar could have definitely been in that fear, Wildfire and Nia as well. But because these aren't visions, it's more hard to say what these fears are. Now, Ryu also had one, presumably, what it could be is still uncertain. So let's talk about so far why people were saying these are visions, and not clearly listening to why Egot is obviously suggesting this was one of the first tests. And let's also explain why this is the first test. In my opinion, I think it's an excellent first test. The other two tests after this, in my opinion, don't make you worthy enough, and it makes more sense that this first test claims your worthiness straight away. If you can face your fears head on, I'm pretty sure you could do the next two tasks. I feel the working together aspect at the end is perfect. Taking a leap of faith is an excellent thing. But if you start off with your biggest fear, well, where are you going to go after that? Now, Ninjago Dragons Rising is doing very good explaining what is going on after a particular thing has happened, giving you an explanation straight away, unless it's something that they want to explore more later down the line. And for these fears, it was something that was certain they wanted to explain straight away. These were fears, not visions. I think people see them as visions, as, for example, for Nia's fear, it is pretty simple. She does see Jay the way Jay is currently going. He doesn't remember any of his past. Something that will be very interesting for Nia to figure out. When she finds out her fear was correct, she'll know. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about the whole ideas of these actually being fears, not visions of the ninja's future. I'm glad this was definitely clarified in episode 4 of Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2. Hopefully this explains a bit more to why certain aspects were shown for the characters, maybe why we didn't even see Kai's or Wildfire's. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.